It's time for GMA3, Remembering Hulk Hogan.
Hulkamania is alive!
The latest on the sudden passing of the man who helped transform WWE into a global force. We look back at the wrestling icon's life and complicated legacy. We've got Georgia on our minds.
Georgia. Georgia.
Our 50 States in 50 Weeks tour stops in the Peach State, birthplace of the Girl Scouts. Our Deborah Roberts was one.
On my honor, I will try to serve God and my country.
And she's in her home state, sharing some of the traditions that have helped shape generations of women. Blockbuster Summer. The Fantastic Four set to light up the big screen.
The clobbering time? Oh, yeah.
Will they clobber the competition, or can Superman still fly high? Plus, how theaters are going all out to fill those seats. It's time for GMA3.
From ABC News headquarters in New York City, this is GMA3.
Welcome into this Friday edition of GMA3. Great to be with you. I am Will Reeve.
And I'm Rebecca, and it is great to be here with you, Whit, and you, Joe Buck.
Hey,
keeping
man.
the chair warm for us, sticking around.
Welcome back.
GMA. We're so
Once
glad
you get
you're
into
here.
this web, you just seemingly can't get out.
We're not letting you go.
They keep pulling me back in. Well, we know you've been doing GMA. This is your first time on GMA3.
Yes.
There are no rules. You're allowed to go
they
buck
said
wild
I
on
can
this
say
show.
bad words on this?
Well,
Like
except for that part. That's the only rule. But we're so excited to have you. We got a lot to cover today. And of course, nothing says summer like hot dogs. And if you're planning a cookout this weekend, you've come to the right place, because our summer's Best Bites series is digging into hot dogs with 3 great recipes.
And if you enjoy too many of them, you might want to listen to our chief medical correspondent, Dr. Tara Narula. This afternoon, she's breaking down what a statin does when it comes to bad cholesterol and why there's so much controversy around this medication.
Yeah, a lot of questions about what to do and how to use them. But first here, we do begin with the tributes pouring in for professional wrestling legend Hulk Hogan, who died yesterday at the age of 71. Hogan being remembered as the star who took the sport from the fringes to the mainstream, but he leaves behind a complicated legacy.
There he is, Hulkamania.
With his signature blonde mane, horseshoe mustache, and bandana, ripping off his shirt for sold-out crowds. Hulk Hogan helped launch pro wrestling into the mainstream.
I can't imagine this is like going to the mountaintop 1,000 times over. I feel the energy. Hulkamania is running worldwide.
In recent years, adding his celebrity to politics, endorsing then-candidate Donald Trump at the 2024 Republican National Convention.
Let Trumpamania run wild, brother.
Born Terry Bollea in Augusta, Georgia, he was teased for being overweight as a kid before becoming a wrestler and baseball player in high school.
From Venice Beach, California, weighing 320 pounds.
In 1979, he joined Vince McMahon's World Wrestling Federation, taking on the persona of Hulk Hogan.
I don't know too much about this guy, but I got a feeling we're all going to hear and learn an awful lot about him.
His rivalries so memorable.
Fee-fi-fo, Thumb Andre. One long year, and your time has come, man.
From Andre the Giant.
Look at this. He's I don't believe it.
Even The Rock. In the mid-2000s, Hogan starring with his family in the reality series Hogan Knows Best.
It's just hard to comprehend not wrestling once in a while.
I just don't want you to get hurt, because I want you to be around for the kids.
But 1 month after the show finished, Linda, his wife of 24 years, filed for divorce. Hulk Hogan was revered as a character in the wrestling world, but often struggled outside of the ring, admitting to steroid use. Then, in 2016, Hogan won an invasion of privacy lawsuit against the media company Gawker, which had published sex tapes of him, with the company later settling with Hogan for $31 million. During that trial, a recording came to light where Hogan used a racial slur and said, "I guess we're all a little bit racist," when discussing his daughter's then boyfriend, who was black. He later apologized for those remarks and called it the biggest mistake of his life.
It was wrong. I'm embarrassed by it. If everybody at their lowest point was judged on one thing they said, it'd be a sad world.
people get better every day. People get better.
Hogan died Thursday morning after suffering cardiac arrest at his Florida home. Hulk Hogan was 71 years old.
And the tributes have been pouring in, from President Donald Trump to Sylvester Stallone. The Rock also wrote a moving tribute on social media, talking about how when he was a kid, he actually caught one of Hulk Hogan's headbands that he threw into the crowd at Madison Square Garden. And then, of course, years later, the two of them would be facing off at WrestleMania. So again, I mean, an icon in the sporting world, but obviously a very complicated legacy and controversy he leaves behind.
And everyone has a memory of their experience with Hulk Hogan. All right, well, thank you for that. And we're going to turn now to the extreme heat warnings all along the East Coast. It's going to feel like triple digits up and down the I-95 corridor today. Ginger, of course, tracking it all for us. Hey there, Ginger.
We've still got that hot, humid air with us ahead of the cold front. But once that thing busts through, we're going to see some severe storms. Temperatures, though, put us in that heat advisory risk from Portland all the way down to Richmond. The feels like will top out around 107 for Washington, D.C. But let's see what happens after we break apart that extreme heat warning for Trenton or Princeton with that front. This afternoon, we are going to see those storms come through with the main hazard being damaging wind. So you could see a damaging wind in excess of 60. That's the type that takes down trees and power lines. So watch for that. Have two ways of getting warnings from Boston to Philadelphia. And then I just have to mention that the heat doesn't end if you're in St. Louis or Atlanta all the way through early next week.
Just keeps going. All right, Ginger, thank you. And speaking of that heat, it's the perfect time to go to the movies where it's nice and air conditioned, and it's going to be a superhero showdown this weekend. The Fantastic Four: First Steps is flying into theaters to take on Superman. Sam Champion has the battle of the summer blockbusters. Take a look.
This morning, it's a fantastic weekend brewing at the box office as Marvel's First Family prepares for a superhero-sized premiere.
We will face this together as a family.
The Fantastic Four: First Steps is expected to rake in more than $200 million worldwide. The retro-inspired reboot starring Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby, Joseph Quinn, and Eben Moss-Bacharach, who took over GMA on Thursday, is hoping to clobber the competition.
The clobbering time? Oh, yeah.
But are the blue jumpsuits kryptonite for Superman?
Eyes up here.
Soaring into week 3 of its release.
We found it? No, it found us.
And the dinosaurs are not extinct just yet. Jurassic World Rebirth remains hungry to take a bite out of the box office. This is the summer for blockbusters in theaters. Lilo and Stitch became the first film of the year to cross the $1 billion mark. As theaters prove they can pack the seats by premiering exclusive teaser trailers ahead of blockbusters, like the highly anticipated Avatar: Fire and Ash, dropping overnight, and Christopher Nolan's new film, The Odyssey. Theaters also offering limited edition collectibles. This massive Fantastic Four Galactus LED popcorn bucket is already sold out. And after flexing the biggest screen, IMAX announcing this was the highest grossing quarter ever in North America, driven by a record number of made-for-IMAX releases like Sinners, Mission Impossible, and F1 the movie.
You're just worried I'm quicker than you. Hi, I'm Sonny.
So one way theaters are getting people to come out and make it a blockbuster summer is really selling them on the idea that come see this movie in IMAX. You have a great TV at home, but this is even better than you can have.
I'm going to see it. Yeah. I got to meet the cast. I got to meet Pedro Pascal. Yeah. I'm going to see it. All right, coming up, the controversy around statins, why many people choose not to take them, and who should consider them. Our chief medical correspondent, Dr. Tara Narula, is here to break it down.
We are back now with a GMA health alert on statins. When lifestyle changes aren't enough to keep your cholesterol in check, your doctor might suggest taking one. They help lower your LDL cholesterol, but a study shows that up to 34% of people prescribed a statin never filled a prescription. So why are so many people hesitant to take them? Our chief medical correspondent and practicing cardiologist, Dr. Tara Narula, joins us now. It's great to see you, Doc.
Thank you.
You know, this is so interesting because I've actually been prescribed a statin previously. I'm not any longer prescribed one, but talk a little bit about what they do and why they're important.
Yeah, I have this discussion so often in my office, and exactly this. People are hesitant to take them. They've heard a lot of negative things in the media about statins, but the reality is statins are one of the best tools we have to lower the risk of cardiovascular disease, typically by about 20 to 30%. There are several statins on the market, almost 6, 7, 8 statins, so lots of choices. They work by decreasing the production of cholesterol in the body, and they work very, very well. They're very effective, and typically the side effects that you might get and that you might hear about, the most common are muscle or joint aches or pains, and about 10 to 15% of people on average will develop a side effect. The more rare side effects are muscle inflammation, liver inflammation, or a little bit of elevated blood sugar. But what I always tell my patients is it's good to try it. If you have a side effect, we can stop it. Typically, we try at least 2, if not 3 statins before we say you can't take that class because you develop side effects. Because just because you have a problem with one does not mean you're going to have a problem with another.
And that's, by the way, what happened with me. And then we naturally brought my cholesterol down. So it can happen. But I worked with my doctor. Boom. Thanks, Joe.
Generally speaking, who's a good candidate for this? Who isn't?
So individuals who have an LDL, that's the bad cholesterol, above 190, individuals with diabetes, those who have evidence of cardiovascular disease, you have plaque in your arteries of your head, neck, elsewhere in your heart, and then individuals who have a 10-year risk score that we calculate of above 7.5%. So this is a large number of people in the population that are eligible. And if you can't tolerate it, we do have alternatives. So if you fail the class of statins, we have medicines like Zetia, Nexletol, and these injectable medicines, Repatha, Praluent, and Leqvio, that work extremely well.
This is something I think a lot of people forget about when they're in the doctor's office. Let's say you're prescribed a statin. What are some of the key questions to make sure you ask your doctor?
So you want to ask, what kind of side effects might I develop? When should I have my cholesterol checked again? Might I be able to come off the statin? What are the alternatives? All of those kinds of questions. But I think typically when we start it, we repeat your cholesterol in about 2 to 3 months, and we want to see that benefit after that time period.
Super helpful. This is going to impact a lot of people. Thanks, Dr. Narula. Okay, coming up here, the song celebrating 1 billion streams on Spotify and so much more coming up in Pop News. Stay with us.
Okay, back now with Pop News and Will.
It is my turn, Joe. Thank you very much. We have a lot to get to. I'm going to dive right into it. We're going to begin with the hottest movie of the summer, The Fantastic Four: First Steps. It's in theaters today. We were so glad to have the cast here yesterday ahead of the big premiere. And now the praise is rolling in for the retro futuristic superhero movie. It's officially certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes, 88% on the site. That's a big number for a superhero movie for sure. The Wrap calling it a, quote, first-rate movie for Marvel's first family, and the world tour continued for the cast last night. Pedro Pascal, Joseph Quinn, Evan Moss-Backrack, and Herbie all stopping by for a Fantastic Four pop-up in New York City, hanging with fans, giving everyone a little glimpse into their fictional headquarters, and you can check it out yourself on the big screen. The Fantastic Four: First Steps is now in theaters everywhere. Perfect activity for this crazy hot weekend.
Yeah.
Get inside. And the cast is so great, too.
They're fantastic.
We were all talking about all the other shows that they're all popular from now coming together in this film.
And you might see Joe at the theater, because we know you're going.
Yeah, and it's hot. In St. Louis, it's hot. All right. I want to be in the air-conditioned theater.
Find Joe at your local multiplex if you're in St. Louis. It is time, though, to turn it up to 11, because 41 years after the original Spinal Tap rocked onto the big screen.
So good.
Rob Reiner, the director of the film and one of the stars, has unveiled the first trailer for the highly anticipated sequel. Look at this.
We're still short a drummer.
What happened to him?
He sneezed himself into oblivion.
Is that medically possible?
So you think he might fill the bill?
I don't want to die.
We've only lost 11 or 12? 11 drummers.
The thing that you guys had as kids, is that still there?
I'm in a band that constantly is breaking apart and coming back together.
But the more we retreat into the music, the nicer things become.
Oh, can't wait for that. Reiner debuting the trailer at Comic-Con in San Diego. It's called Spinal Tap 2, The End Continues, and it's in theaters on September 12th. And now, everyone, we have an exclusive. Thanks to our friends at Lifetime, they're getting ready to launch their latest unscripted series, A Sorority Mom's Guide to Rush. and we have a first look at the trailer.
Rush is a phenomenon. It's an enigma. It's intoxicating.
You're a social media sensation.
Videos on social media got millions of views last year. They're even more popular this year. Some people are calling it the NFL draft for women.
I was born to be Greek.
I am the ultimate authority when it comes to Rush on TikTok.
Brandis Bradley has become a TikTok celebrity.
If you're going through Rush, you're going to want to get on my radar.
Okay, so according to Lifetime, the quote pulls back the curtain on one of the most competitive and increasingly viral events in the life of a college-bound girl, Sorority Rush, and we can reveal a Sorority Mom's Guide to Rush premieres Monday, August 11th at 10/9 Central on Lifetime. And very quickly before we go, I'm sure you've heard this song because everyone has. It just crossed 1 billion streams. Congratulations to ABBA. Gimme, 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 A Man After Midnight has officially joined the 1 billion streams club on Spotify. We're going to let ABBA play you out to break because we have more coming up on the other side of this. See you in a second.
Welcome back to GMA3.
And welcome back to GMA3. Tomorrow on GMA, play ball. We are live in Philly with the Savannah Bananas.
That is going to be fun. Also on Saturday, GMA Glow Up on a Dime. The man behind some of Beyonce, Margot Robbie, and Naomi Campbell's most gorgeous looks is here to share his secrets for getting glam.
Fantastic. And on Monday, we're going to celebrate Friday, Freakier Friday. What a movie. We can't wait for that. So much excitement. The long-awaited sequel featuring Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan. They will be here live. Cannot wait for that.
I'm a fan of both of the first two. Cool. And now we're going to talk about 50 States in 50 Weeks. And that series, Deborah Roberts is going back to her roots in her home state of Georgia. She's in Savannah, where the Girl Scouts were first founded. Hey, Deborah.
Hey guys, I didn't take the midnight train to Georgia, but I am here in Savannah with all the history that this place holds. It has been such a great 24 hours being here, and I made a lot of new friends along the way, Girl Scouts, because Savannah is the home of the Girl Scouts. And I had a chance to spend some time with some of these girls yesterday. They helped me brush up on my pledge and the slip knot. It brought back so many memories going to the Juliette Gordon Low Birthplace Museum. Boy, was it a treat.
Phyllis Neffler, Troop Beverly Hills.
Whether finding their competitive spirits with a hapless leader in the 80s cult classic Troop Beverly Hills, or an unlikely one like Viola Davis's Miss Raylene in Troop Zero.
Just setting yourself up for your little heart to get broke.
No, set myself up to change my whole life.
Girls and scouting are at the core of so many warm American memories. The Girl Scouts have been a shining embodiment of sisterhood for more than a century, since the organization came to life in Savannah, founded by Juliette Gordon Low.
Women can't even vote in 1912, and she looks around and says, we can do better for our girls.
18 girls together, ready to trailblaze paths of courage, confidence, and character.
Why do you think it took off? What was that hunger for girls to be able to do something like this?
I think it's two things. I think it is that girls were looking for opportunities, of course. We all want to be strong. We all want to be self-sufficient. But I think the other thing is that it was a moment in the country when people, lots of people, but particularly women, were saying, how can we make this place better for everybody?
Today's U.S. Girl Scouts, more than 2 million of them, continue that legacy, including Taylor Swift, Venus Williams, and former First Lady Michelle Obama. I, too, proudly claim a piece of that legacy, along with 5 of my sisters. We were all Girl Scouts. To this day, I remember the pledge.
On my honor, I will try to serve God and my country.
All Girl Scouts learn key tasks from STEM to outdoor essentials, getting badges along the way, the most prestigious being the Gold Award. Ellis Greer created spaces for people with disabilities.
I actually have a cousin with Down syndrome and autism, and so I kind of wanted to bring him into this and kind of do it in his name.
Paris Wilson was about not tying stations.
I recognized me and my fellow troop members. During our downtime, we felt that there was more that we could be doing, and the response so far has been great.
Okay, so show me, girls. I wondered if I still remembered a thing or two. Impressive. What's great is the Girl Scouts, of course, we all think about cookies, but it's about so much more than that, right, girls? Yeah. It's all about character and confidence. And you met Paris in that piece just now talking about her Gold Award. Paris is here with us, along with her mom and her grandmother, who were all Girl Scouts. Paris, tell us a little bit about that gold medal, because that is the highest level that you can reach in Girl Scouts. What yours is about knot tying. What does that mean in a practical way?
Well, knot tying is not only a skill that you need in life, because it is practical, but also because it builds your confidence. It challenges you, and it is something that a lot of girls don't get to practice outside of Girl Scouts. And I think that there's so many practical uses, of course, like if you need to hitch a boat, or if you need to
tie up your gear,
tie down your gear.
And tie up your stuff, because you're getting ready to go off to college.
Yes,
and will you continue? You folks are lifelong members. Will you continue your lifelong association?
Absolutely. I couldn't imagine not being in Girl Scouts.
Yeah. Well, it was great for me to get a chance to refresh my memory on my pledge. I'm still not so great at the knot tying, so we may have to work on that a little bit. These girls have been so exceptional, guys. They have been out here in this morning heat all morning, and they've been doing such a great job. Did you girls have a good time? Yeah. See, we're about to lose one right here. But this has been so much fun. Thank you all for having us here and for being a part of our morning show in Savannah. I don't know if I'm coming back home just yet. I think I might have to go have some pralines or something.
All right,
well,
thank you. We do have cookies here, though, so maybe that'll entice you to come back home. But we appreciate you. Ever the Girl Scout, Deborah Roberts in Georgia for us. Thank you so much. And coming up next in our 50 States in 50 Weeks, we have Connecticut. That's my home state. Very excited for that. Lori B is also here today with the right stuff. We've got Joe's picks. Joe, we got some of your must-haves for when you're on the road. You do travel a lot. Excited to hear what you have in store. That is all coming up right after this. All right, back out with a very special edition of The Right Stuff. Lori B is here with Joe Buck. And Joe, you're going to share some of your favorite picks with us. Take it away, guys.
Yes, it's very personal to me.
And I have to say, I'm really impressed by your taste. Like, very elevated
Kick
taste.
game strong.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I feel like, you're mid-50s.
Yeah.
You got to have something going on that makes you feel a little bit younger, so I go with the Jordans.
Well, Nike is so relevant. I mean, it's always been relevant, but right now you got your finger on the pulse there, Joe Buck. So these shoes are the Air Jordans, as you mentioned. They are inspired by the 1985 classic that we all know and love, but these are a fresh take because these are the SE. I saw Will kind of looking at these here.
I love Jordans.
I love Jordans.
I'm sad that none of these are in my size.
But the difference here, like you can see how this is in canvas. So these are the special edition Jordans, so you're really able to get something with different materials. They have a little bit more fun with colors. You can see these have like a little sparkle to them, so you get all of that Nike comfort, but then you're getting a little flair, a little Joe Buck flair in there.
And I feel like they're kind of acceptable with a suit.
They do work.
Weirdly.
Perfect.
So are these for when you go on your hot girl walks?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Nothing like it.
Yeah, when I'm doing my TikToks and all my young stuff I do.
Exactly.
I've got to be hydrated.
Yeah, you do. These are great, too.
Yeah.
So
this is taped down. Sorry.
It is taped down, but you could pull it up. That's okay. These are all obviously Stanley, industry leader in thirst quenching and keeping everything nice and hot. You said you're a coffee drinker.
I am.
I'm sure you really were this week, right?
Yes.
A little earlier than you normally get up. So we have this mug here. What we loved about that one, it has a double lid, so you're never going to spill anything on you because you're on the road. I mean, how often are you on the road?
A lot less now than I used to be, but yeah, I mean, I like to stay hydrated and being, I have actually filled one of these bottles up with water inside the airport after I got through security. It's a good thing to stay hydrated.
It is, and they also will keep things cold for like a day and warm for 11 hours. So it's that double vacuum insulation there. We love those.
These bags are cool.
These are really cool. I'm going to pop on this side of the garment bag here from Half Day.
I don't know if I'm supposed to play favorites up here, but I mentioned earlier my sister got me this for Christmas. I was like, yeah, thanks. And then I started using it, and it's got the shoe pockets. You can put the suit in here, and it folds up into something that looks like this. And it's just very practical. and great to try to limit the wrinkles on whatever you're packing.
Because I can't imagine you want to arrive at your hotel and then have to iron anything.
No,
right?
but I will do that.
You will if you need to, but you won't need to.
No, I don't need to.
With these half-day garment bags, as Joe said, you know, they fold up. It's part garment bag, part duffel bag. There's the shoe pocket. There's a laptop exterior pocket. This one comes in their vegan leather, so it looks really snazzy, feels really
smooth
good.
And
really
good for the
smooth.
environment.
And what we also love about this is that they are doing a special GMA discount code, so 15% off.
We love that. Love
for
a
a
deal.
Joe Buck pick. Yeah.
I also love a sleep mask or whatever we have here. Might take one off and steal it.
Yeah.
So, what do we have?
Go ahead and pick it up and try it. So,
I will
Joe, do
pick
you
it
want
up.
to tell us why you love these?
Yeah, I mean, I am to the point now where I can't sleep in hotels very well. So it's earplugs jammed into my ears, this thing over my face. I can sleep on my side. It's got room for my eyeballs. So I can kind of just darken everything, black it out, give myself a chance to sleep.
Confirmed. Can't see anything.
Yeah, good.
So that's part of the reason that 25,000 people on Amazon love these. First of all, they're under $10. And like Will said, it blacks everything out. And like Joe said, it's really comfortable, especially for side sleepers. That's thanks in part to the really slim.
I just put that on my case.
You
should take the other one.
No, sign it for me.
Okay, cool. All right.
Really slim sides, and like I said, really affordable. You can't beat it. We love that. And also, a lot of people on set were oohing and ahhing over this. So tell
Feel
us
that. Come on.
why you love this cushion lab pillow.
Because I am a pillow snob.
Are you?
Yeah, and I just don't like putting my head down on a pillow that I don't know who was in the bed, the guest in the room the day before me that was drooling in the same thing I'm putting my face on. So I bring my own pillow.
Well, this is a great one to bring because, like we said, we had Will feel this. This is cloud-like comfort.
Yeah.
You've sort of already told us you're a side sleeper. This is made for back and side sleepers. Really great just for support, any back issues or anything like that. Cushion Lab is known for how well they support the ergonomics of your sleep. And what we love about this is the travel pouch, it folds down to a quarter of its size. We were talking about packing this morning.
Need it.
Will's always looking for efficiency in packing. You will get it here.
And quickly before we go, we've got some shirts.
Yeah.
That's right. These are from Collars & Co. I'm gonna go all the way down on the end.
I've been wearing a Collars & Co. jacket all morning.
Have you?
Hey, there you
love
go.
That.
And these shirts are great. I mean, you can pack them in your wallet. You pull it out, there's not a wrinkle on it. And, you know, their golf shirts look great under a sweater, under a sport coat. It's just really practical stuff for anybody that travels.
That was great. Anything else we need to know?
Lightweight, and it looks like a dress shirt, and it won't wrinkle, which we know matters to Joe Buck.
Yes.
Fantastic. Lori B., you're the best. Joe Buck, you're the man. These are all great things. I'm choking on that Girl Scout cookie from before, but all the products that you've seen here are shoppable on our website at goodmorningamerica.com. And coming up, our series Summer's Best Bites, cooking up some hot dogs. Why not? 3 great ways with the co-owners of Hot Dog Day Afternoon. Stay with us, especially if you're hungry.
We are back now with Summer's Best Bites series, the Hot Dog Edition.
Yes.
Jarrett Kerr and Joachim Boyle are the co-owners of Dog Day Afternoon in Brooklyn, and they're here to show us how to take this summertime staple to the next level. Welcome.
Hey.
And we got our gloves on because we mean business.
It's business time in the studio.
Let's start, Jarrett, with how to cook the perfect dog. Where do you start?
Well, so the way that we do it in our shop and our belief is that, especially if you're using like a good natural casing, high quality hot dog, we use Vienna beef. It's a 100-plus-year-old family business, actual brisket in it. It's delicious. We steam. So as you can see, when you steam it, it's nice and plump. It has a nice kind of curve to it. It looks like a cartoon. So we like to do the steam. You don't have to steam it much more than 5 minutes. It's going to plump up, and it traps all the flavor in.
It snaps when you bite into it as well.
Oh, but there's a little bit of a hack.
Yeah, so if you don't have a rice cooker or a steamer, what you could always do is just boil some water in a pot, get a strainer, throw them in there, put a lid on it. It'll work just fine.
How about that? Or you could also do it that way.
Yeah.
So grilling them, obviously a lot of us, you know, a little more old school with that, throw it on the grill. What are some of the options here, the best way to approach that?
So what you could do is you could either, if you don't have a grill, what you can do is just have this cast iron skillet.
Perfect.
If you like it to have a little bit more char to it, you could always just butterfly it, like you'll see right here.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
tell them butterfly.
It gives it more.
and if you want it to be pressed down, if you like it really charred, you could always just use this. If you don't have one of these, you could just take
Get one.
No, you just get a brick. you could grab a brick and wrap it up in aluminum foil. That
Never
works
cook
fine
a hot
too.
dog until you get one of
We're
those.
grilling dogs with
Sorry, guys, get on my hot dogs. I don't own one of these.
Bring out the brick.
All right, so you guys, we're going to make like 3 different
Yeah.
types.
Yes.
Excellent.
Let's start with, I think this is Chicago style, right?
Yeah.
Drag through the garden. You got a bunch of different
Yeah.
things on it. I believe this is my station, which I'm
Yeah.
excited about.
This is great.
Do I have a station?
I'm doing this.
You're
Yeah,
not,
you're on the
go
chili
away.
station.
I'm-
Sorry.
You're at the end.
I'm over here.
Yes.
That's
All right.
Wit
They gave me
Station.
extra gloves just in case. All right.
All right, so just to let you know, so this is how we do it. There's like a million ingredients. So what we'll just do is we'll just go buy it, just how we like show our employees.
Yeah, great.
So what we do is just pretty much, and you said the garden, so it's pretty much just like a garden. So basically you just have a little bit of
He's good at
mustard,
doing the
nice little
mustard, too,
squiggle.
yeah.
So that's what you do. You lay it down like a little bit of grass over here. for the
Oh,
garden.
I get it. Okay.
And then a little bit of rain, let it grow.
Make it
I see,
rain.
Scott.
And then what happens is here is you get a little bit of tomato flowers here for the garden.
Tomato flowers. Okay.
And then you add a pickle spear right
Yeah, you
here,
do.
kosher pickle spear.
Nice.
And then a couple sport peppers, which you can only get really in Chicago. Nice
Okay.
and like
All right,
sour
that's a
and sweet.
perfect- look at
No,
that.
no, but the final,
Oh, last.
last,
Sorry,
but
there's
not
a
least
last.
is the celery sauce.
Yum.
This is
Yeah,
the final
yeah.
thing.
Oh,
And then
a little dust.
what you do is you give a little bit of a hug. Give that
Hug
pup
it
some
up.
love.
Give it a
yeah.
hug.
All need a
Look
hug.
at that,
Look how
right?
pretty-
I didn't
pretty
make
Estelle.
this, but
If you
pretend
wanna
I
make
did.
one?
Yeah, you gotta
you
make
guys keep it moving. I'll make
right.
it and I'll show
I'll
you.
do step by step with you.
Because we're
Okay.
moving on.
Well, you got to move to the next one.
Chili dog
Yes.
version here, right?
Yes.
So walk us through. We got the chili.
Yes. So we like to make our own chili, right? Obviously, for people at home, you can
Yeah.
make whatever kind of chili you like. Ours is a classic all-beef chili. We use 3 kinds of peppers, including chipotle pepper, which gives it a nice smoky flavor without being spicy.
Okay.
We add at the end Serrano pepper hot sauce that we make for the spice. For the cheese, Cooper Sharp is a great cheese, but we like to use, if you want like a nice kind of pop for color,
Yep.
we're using just a classic cheddar cheese sauce today.
I love
so,
it. Walk me through it here.
So walking you through
in here, we got the chili.
We got the chili. Now,
Okay.
the key to a chili dog is because you don't want to make...
I wish at home you could smell this, because when you open that top, it was just like a dream of steam in my face.
It's
All right.
beautiful. So the thing about the chili dog is you want to keep the integrity of the dog in
Yes,
place, right?
always the integrity of the dog.
And you want to give it just a little bit of cheese. You don't want to overpower. Look at that.
Ooh, I like it. Can I try one?
Yeah, please do.
I'm following your lead.
Yeah,
You go ahead,
please do.
keep talking through the rest
So
of the
then what I do
coming.
to make it works, I'm going to add some onion. I'm going to add some diced scallion. Look at you. That is a crazy dog.
I like extra
You're
chili.
going to need a fork.
A little extra
Here,
chili.
why don't you get yourself some
All right,
cheese?
yeah. Coming in for the cheese. Got a little carried away.
And then lastly, now let's just do a little comparison at home. Whose looks prettier?
Oh,
Let's just see. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Here.
go ahead,
Let's
give me the
get to
juice.
that. All right.
Bam.
What do you think?
We got one more station over here.
Okay, we got one more. This is the classic New York dog.
Yeah, so right here we have the classic New York. It's our take on it. Most of the time, like a classic New York is mostly just sauerkraut, mustard.
Yep.
Sometimes they use an onion sauce that has a little tomato. What we do at our shop is we do a caramelized onions with a little bit of garlic, cook it down, bring up flavors. It doesn't overwhelm like all the rest of the flavors that you have there, but it all comes together. It's really nice.
I like this.
So yeah, this is great. So all you have to do is this. Very easy. A little mustard.
Little
I'm going to do your
mustard,
mustard for you.
Thank
and then
you.
we just add a little bit of the caramelized onion.
And then some kraut.
And then some kraut.
I'm just so busy watching Wit eat over there. I'm
Can I
really
say
struggling
something?
to focus.
This is the best hot dog I've ever had in my life.
Wow!
I mean,
Heck yeah.
it's an explosion of flavor.
Oh, that's
I
so
love
great.
it. I'm going in again.
Guys,
Eating the whole thing.
thank you.
Nice, thank you so much.
We are very excited for Al Pacino to come and visit your restaurant.
266 Prospect Park, West Brooklyn. Come on, let's get
chair,
out of
And
here.
everybody else out there who can make it excellent, and you can get these recipes for these hot dogs on GoodMorningAmerica.com. We gotta eat, and we will be right back.
Come here, you.
Yum. Thank you so much for watching. These are delicious.
Enjoy a hot dog this weekend. Have a great one, whatever you're doing.
We'll see you on GMA tomorrow, Saturday
We'll be
edition.
there,
Cheers.
and then we'll see you here Monday. We're just going to keep it moving.
Bye.
I gotta eat. Bye.